Hello, my beautiful and talented people. Thank you for everybody who's been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, booking readings. It all matters. I'm really appreciative. I am doing a love forecast for 2021. So take a moment, pick which one seems right for you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we are going to figure out what's right for you. But I want to thank you for everybody who's helped me grow this year, who's helped me build this. Everybody who's been watching and sharing and liking, subscribing, commenting, and booking readings. I really appreciate you all, and thank you so much. And Happy New Year! All right, my gorgeous pile number ones. Love forecast for 2021. The Devil. Page of Pentacles. I'm sorry, not 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups. And the World. Oh, right, you're going to end a difficult cycle. If there has been something that has been unhealthy in your love life, that is going to not be a problem anymore. Like I'm not saying that you won't, that you may not have to struggle and work through it. You probably will. There is this 5 of Cups and this Page of Pentacles. I feel like some of you are going to be taking your first step towards a stable new beginning. That you are going to have to, like, because there is regret and loss here, like you're going to, like, I figure that if you guys are still in any kind of situation where it's not healthy, that there is going to be an ending. And I feel like there is, so some of you may have already may have already had this ending with this person, something that caused you a lot of disappointment. But the 5 of Cups is always, it's pain, but with a silver lining. Like, know that if you had a connection that hasn't been healthy, you may not enjoy the ending, but it is going to allow you to have this 2 of Cups, allow you to have a new beginning. And you are going to, you're not, if you were dealing with somebody negative or some kind of negative cycle, and I feel like a lot of you were dealing with some kind of negative and unhealthy cycle. Some of you maybe are, you're going, yeah, death is on there too. And I just saw it and I was told to take it. So you're going to go through a transformation. And your transformation is going to end negative old patterns. After you end these negative patterns, you're going to manifest in what you want. I mean, Spirit is trying to let you know that you're very powerful in manifesting. So you are going to, once you clean these negative patterns out and do any of the necessary change you need to do, you're going to be bringing in, wish fulfillment. Again, wish fulfillment might not be a specific person. Like, you may get your wish come true, but it may not be with the person you had thought or something like that. But you're going to realize that you have everything that you need, that you are in charge of your life, and that you can bring about the kind of relationships and the kind of happiness that you want. 3 of Cups. Is there going to be, Because the Three of Cups is about celebration. For sometimes it can be about third parties. But I'm not getting that it's about three parties. I don't know if you've dealt with that in the past, but if you have, then there's an end to that. But I'm getting like, yeah, you're going to like doing this transformation and, no longer holding on to things that, don't help you. I feel like it's going to put you in a state where you're just more able to have a good time, just like more able to just have joy. And I feel like that is not really about other people so much as that's part of your transformation. Like you ending anything that is not healthy, changing what you can change. Your life is going to look very different and you're going to be a lot happier. And a lot of it's going to have to do with an internal transformation. So, like, once you change your insides, your outsides are going to change. Like, once you change, yeah, there is going to be a need for clarity. I think one of the things that you are going to have to change is your priorities because they may not be consistent with the wish fulfillment you're capable of manifesting. And again, like clarity is so intrinsic to the magician power. The magician is being able to direct reality in the way you want it to be, which means that you need to be able to know what you want. And you're going to have to be able to tell the difference between good and bad. Like tell the difference between, hey, not everything is completely equal, or since you have the devil, death, and the Seven of Cups, like something in your selection choices may have been something that has been harmful for you. So, like, you're going to need to reprioritize it because, you need to end a negative cycle. And it's not like everything, like, it's that, if you choose bad people, you might get bad results. And I'm not saying all of you choose bad people, but maybe you choose, the wrong thing. Like, maybe just a superficial feature versus something that will actually be something that you can build with. So part of your transformation is getting your priorities straight. But just know that once you do, like you're bringing in this happiness, and you're going to be in charge of what you bring into your life. You're already in charge of what you're bringing into your life. You just may be needing to cut out anything that's negative. All right. New love coming in, love forecast 2021. The Empress. Are you the Empress? Like, I'm getting what you are going to attract in is somebody who really has their life together. Like, they're somebody that, you know, is very self-developed and somebody who actively manifests things into existence, because You know, like this is going to be a person who's well balanced emotionally, intelligent, grounded, you know, somebody who is inspired and you know and that you have this really big attraction to. And that's why like but keep in mind you are going to have an end to a negative cycle, but this person isn't going to end the negative cycle for you. You're going to end the negative cycle, which is going to bring in a different reality for you, which is going to bring in the person that is compatible for that energy. So I'm getting like you're going to level up and you're going to bring in somebody and you know it might not all happen at once. Like you may just have to put in some baby steps along the way, but you're going to have so much more joy and happiness. And you're going to have somebody that is a real valuable catch. You know, like you're going to have somebody that you know, that you're going to feel really lucky to have in your life. And it's going to be something that's reciprocal. And that's one of the reasons why to have this person in your life, you're going to have to end the negative patterns because you need to be giving this person the same amount that this person's going to give you. And this person's going to give you a lot. And not saying this is you know it's not about being transactional in any way. It's not about you know it's just that once you're at a higher frequency, you know you're more like you're more able to give, and you need to be you know like there's going to be that giving and receiving. Yeah, you're going to get an offer and it's going to offer stability because it's going to be. Are you going to make this offer? Is the other person going to make this offer? I feel like it's different for each of you, but you are going to run into somebody that is a phenomenally good match to you. They are a phenomenally good match to the part of you that has their priorities straight and has dealt with their inner life. So like they what they are is they're the perfect mate for your more evolved self. So that's why you have to evolve to have this person in your life. Justice. Again, it's going to be about balance. And I'm getting like this person, you're going to find them very attractive. Like this is a super attractive card. This is ruled by Venus. Uh, this person is going to give you fairness and they're going to expect fairness. Love forecast 2021. Communication. Communication is just going to be very important to your guys' connection. That if you know, if you're not sure of what's going on, Spirit suggests that you keep open, honest communication and be fair. But yes, there are things that you are still resolving. There are cycles that you're going to break. But once you are able to break those cycles, you're going to bring in the person that, you know, is truly right for you. And again, just to bring that back up, like this is about self development. So, again, you're not going to meet this person before you do your development. You're going to meet this person once you put yourself in alignment with this person. And this person has done a lot of self development. So, do what you need to do. You're going to appreciate the work that you put in. So prosperity and good fortune, like this this connection is going to cause, I'm sorry, I know you can't read it too well, but this connection is going to bring prosperity. It's going to bring good fortune in your life. These are like, so with the crown, so it's like you're going to have to put the crown on your head. Um, and that you're going to have to, you're going to have to elevate yourself. But once you elevate yourself, you're going to be more on par with this person. And then, this is going to be somebody that's going to see your value and you're going to see theirs. So just hope, there's a lot to hope for, and there's a lot of wish fulfillment. And the Eye of Horus. You're going to get input from the universe. You're going to get signs. You're going to get intuitive bursts. And it's the best thing for you to trust those things. So I want to say thank you. I really appreciate you. If you do want a free reading, I'm giving away 2 as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you so much for helping me grow this channel this year. And for everybody who's been liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. So we're going to move on to our pile number 2. Hello, my gorgeous pile number 2s. Happy New Year to everybody. Love Forecast 2021. Love Forecast 2021. So 8 of Wands. There's going to be a lot of movement and action in your love life this coming year. The Chariot. Oh my gosh. And was I supposed to take that one? I do have the 7 of Cups. So I'm getting that there is a warning that you should be aware of being discerning. The Hierophant. Yeah, you're going, things are going to take off and they're going to keep on running, and there is going to be a serious commitment in 2021. 10 of Wands. Are you going to let go of something? Are you holding on to something? Okay. There is a realization, because you have all this momentum, that if you're holding on to something that no longer serves you, you're going to have to let go. Especially because this is these are some of the very fastest moving cards in the deck. Things, it's like there's so much momentum behind it. It just it's like it's like something rolling downhill. You realize you can have a situation where I can just whatever momentum you needed to put in, it's like you've already put in that kinetic energy, and then you just need to put down whatever burdens you have and be willing to push it a little bit, and then everything's going to take care of itself. So I'm sorry, I started singing for no reason. I don't know, maybe they're going to be singing, or you're going to be singing. Ooh, you might be singing. 7 of Cups came out again, so I definitely need to pull it out. There is going to be a really a huge importance on you being able to discern, you being able to figure out what the good options versus the not so good options are. You not keeping your head in the sand in any way. Like you don't want to not take your blessings because you can't see them. Yeah. And right now, blessings are like literally wanting to shower from the sky regarding love, and it's gonna, lead to commitment. Page of Swords. Do you need to be an observer? I feel like part of your journey and discernment is like really observing people. Really observing people so you can tell the difference between the people who aren't worth your time and the people who are. This is, of course, not like stalking anybody, but this is like, do their actions match their words? And, yeah, the Three of Pentacles fell out. You're looking for the person who, you collaborate well with, like the person that, you have this ability to really work together with. Knight of Wands. Is Knight of Wands this person? Are you in the Knight of Wands? Even like one of the reasons why it's important for you to discern is because you're going to be given, vastly uneven choices. You're going to be given, somebody you can, work together with and you can have a commitment with, and that you're going to have these things with, or you can have somebody that's charming but only there to get what they want. So you being able to take whatever time you need and make sure that, somebody acts consistently with, you know, like if they're mean to other people, eventually they're going to be mean to you. It doesn't matter if they're all not, if they're nice to you now. You're like, you can have so much growth. You can have a commitment that lasts. You can have, or you cannot let go, and choose people that aren't in your best interest. Like it really, the decision is up to you, but you're being asked to be able to see people clearly and to trust when people show you who they are. If any of you in this pile are people that, want to change people, oh, and I feel that that's strong for a lot of people in this pile, stop. You're I'm saying this in the kindest way possible. You're wrong. It's an illusion. And, you won't save the person and you won't save yourself. And you have so many blessings that are just waiting to pour down on you. There's so much, but you need to choose somebody that works with you. Like not somebody who, wants something from you. Now we all want things from other people, but there's a big difference between, you know, taking what you want and not giving. Love forecast 2021. Queen of Cups. Are you the Queen of Cups? I'm getting that you're going to have the opportunity to be with somebody who's very loving. again, you also are going to have the choice to choose somebody that is going to be a burden. And I'm getting work. So, I mean, maybe some of you are meeting this person at work. Is the person who's not for you? Okay, for some of you, you may have an attraction to somebody at work. They're not for you. But ultimately, you need to put some of that work in on yourself and choose situations that can pay off for you. The Hermit. Pardon me. So I'm getting that in order to have the best experience of this year, you are going to have to do self-reflection. And you are going to have to figure out what isn't good for you and invest in people who are going to offer you a lot of love. But I feel like the person, male or female, that you have in your that you bring into your life, they are going to be somebody who is very empathetic. They're going to have they're going to be somebody with a really big heart. Not just one I'm sorry, I just suddenly lost my ability to articulate there, so excuse me. Yeah. So if you go and you spend, the time doing your own self-reflection and, putting the work you need to do in so that you make yourself have greater clarity, what you are going to manifest in is somebody that's really loving and empathetic. They're going to be somebody who's a giver too. They're going to be somebody who, you know, like, again, like you're at that top of that hill. You just need to put that initial, it's like things are like this person does need you to put energy and effort into them. They probably, quite frankly, I think that there's somebody that maybe has also put a lot of energy and effort in other people, and maybe hasn't always received the rewards for that. But when you choose this person, you're going to have, it's going to feel so lucky. But you're gonna choose the right person by choosing to get that internal clarity, by clearing up illusions that you may have, by truly figuring out how to discern, figuring out how to truly see people. I'm getting like some of you have a problem with, judgment. You're like, maybe you don't want to ever be somebody who judges another person. Well, you don't need to think that somebody's a horrible person to accept that they're not good for you. And you also have to realize that if people aren't acting in integrity, if they're not saying what they mean and doing that, if their words and actions don't meet up, or you see, them acting significantly different, to other people, you're like, you need to know, it's like, it's not that, oh no, I'm the person that, has brought out the good thing in this person. You're just the person who this person hasn't started doing the same pattern to yet. So, for you, it's incredibly important to work on your discernment this year. Know that if you do work on your discernment this year, you're going to get an incredible catch. You're gonna, it's gonna be one of those people that you're gonna be lucky to have in your life. They're gonna be somebody who brings prosperity, who brings happiness. Don't panic. So it's don't panic. It's almost like, again, I'm going back to that Page of Swords. Like, take some time, pay attention to people. Don't be willing to, like, if somebody leaves your life because you need to take, you know it's not that you should have communicate with people, but if you're, don't don't make people rush you. Don't let people rush you. Don't panic. Really look at who you are putting in your life, who are you are letting be in your life. um and if somebody is truly, you know it's like, if somebody's truly just like trying to, like if somebody's really trying to push you faster than you're ready, that's a red flag. So yes, your love life this year is going to be about clarity, and the quality of the love life that you bring into your life is going to have to do with that inner clarity that you bring into your life. So do the inner work. Don't put up with, don't put up with people who exhibit bad behavior. Maybe, maybe if you want a good result, choose a good person. And we're going to move on to pile number 3. Hello, my gorgeous and talented pile number 3s. Oh, Happy New Year to you all. I really appreciate you. Love forecast for 2021. Knight of Swords, the Sun, Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. So I'm getting like there's going to be movements towards clarity, like actions that lead to clarity need to happen. And it's like once, like so like actions that move towards clarity, and once you get that there is going to be this joy. It's like it's really like a truth will set you free moment. Like, but I'm getting like the I don't, because this is a clarity card, this is a clarity card, this is taking action towards it, but there is a need to take action towards clarity. So I don't know if you need to give somebody clarity, if somebody needs to give you clarity. Maybe somebody needs to give you clarity, but I feel like it might be individual to, yeah, it's definitely individual to the person. So with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, is this person is the Queen of Pentacles your love interest? I feel like male or female, the Queen of Pentacles is your love interest. Somebody who's very nurturing, very kind, very grounded, very responsible. They could be an earth sign, but it is not necessary. Um, are you the Queen of Swords? Like, I feel like individually, you may know, like, it could be reversed for some of you. Like, some of you could be the Queen of Swords, but I feel like there may be a need for, there's definitely a need for a person to bring in clarity. And I'm almost thinking like the Queen of Swords is the person who needs to bring in clarity. It's like it's like there's going to be an opening up of communication. Um, and again, that person who needs to open up communication may be somebody who's been maybe a little bit closed off in the heart space. Um, maybe some, you know, I'm also getting like a lot of time the Queen of Swords is the way she is because there is this, you know, going through a lot and feeling the need to defend yourself. Like I'm not really getting like the Queen of Pentacles as somebody that needs to be defended from though. Um, but I'm getting like, you know, maybe this person may not have been as open. And this person is going to come in with communication and clarity, and that communication and clarity is going to bring joy and blessings. With the Five of Pentacles, though, I feel like there is somebody in this connection that's out in the cold. Maybe they don't know what's going on in this connection at all. So give me some clarity on this. The Five of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a need for balance to be brought in this situation. Like you guys are both people who are very strong, but I'm getting like that communication, that clarity is going to, you know, have the opportunity to bring balance. But right now, like I feel like, is this somebody that you already know? Like I feel like a lot of you, this is somebody that you do know, but there is going to be an ability to bring balance into this situation. Queen of Cups. Are you the Queen of Cups? Are they okay? I'm getting like the Queen of Swords is going to come forward, um, and they are actually going to realize that they need to give this clarity, but they realize that they have to have that open heart space. So you actually, this person may come across very different to you than in the past, because this person, again, like not all queens of swords are like this. Like technically I would be a queen of swords. But like sometimes people are in that queen of swords energy because they're like, you know, I won't put up with anything. And like they can be like setting strong boundaries, and you know it's important to set strong boundaries. But it's also important to make sure that your boundaries are actually reasonable. You know, like again, it's not that somebody should disrespect your boundaries. You know, if your boundary is to never speak with me again, but it isn't conducive to things, you know, happening. So I feel like the person who's been in the Queen of Swords energy is actually going to start opening up their heart space. Like being able to truly, instead of just like cut everybody off with their heart and try to be in that cerebral space only, um to really be in that emotionally intelligent place. King of Swords came out. I'm getting like there might almost be a reversal between the two of you. Like if somebody, like it is important to know, like if somebody was, you know, cutting off this connection a little bit, like they're going to come forward and they're going to be more emotionally available, but there is, it's like the Queen of Pentacles, the person who was investing that whole time, um there is going to be a fear of fully opening up to this connection. Like I'm getting like, if one person was making it so things wouldn't work and has now realized that they want to make things work, I think that things went far enough that, the person who was giving originally may have a little bit of a block, because they don't want to open their heart again, because this not getting your needs met, was very traumatic. This is definitely a person who, like, they bring in quality and they deserved quality, and I feel like they didn't receive it. So yeah, there's gonna be, if you're coming back to somebody you may not have been as fair with as you think, then you're both going to have to bring clarity, and this person is not going to accept anything but you, from you, except for clarity and integrity. And I feel like they were a lot warmer in the past, but this coldness froze them over to some extent. And I feel like whatever this person who may have, been doing the freezing is, they're gonna thaw and defrost and, start being able to really give emotionally. But it's gonna be it's gonna be some work to balance this out, because it is, you know, because there is gonna be some natural consequence to not giving to the person that you were supposed to be giving to. I feel like it's not that you can't balance this out. You definitely can. And a lot of clarity, and a lot of communication is going to lead to happiness and fruition between the two of you. But this person is kind of at the end of their rope on dealing with issues from the other person. And there needs to be some, there needs to be some emotional goodwill in the bank. So love forecast 2021. Yeah, there 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 is this ability, like, there was a need for generosity in this situation of the whole time. Uh, and there was definitely a lack of generosity on one side. So the person who did not receive any generosity is going to have a hard time accepting back the person who was not generous. But I feel like the person who wasn't generous is in a place that they're willing to give. So that, there's a need for equal give and take. And there also is this thing that, like, if you're the person who this person, wasn't generous with, I'm not saying that you should put up with anything that you shouldn't put up with, but there is a real chance for you to balance things out in this relationship, for you guys to both get what was always meant to happen. And you may have to be willing to, of course, not put up with stuff from this person anymore, because quite frankly, they haven't earned that from you. But when they are willing to invest and willing to give and being generous with you, you may have to let go of this burden to get this happiness. It shouldn't necessarily, there's a chance for things to work out, but it can't be tit for tat. And a lot of you are, a little bit angry with me right now, and that's okay. But again, there's a need for balance in this situation, which means there's going to be a need for both parties to want to cooperate. The moon, I feel like right now there's so much unsaid between the two of you, especially the person that was initially giving. They haven't been given any information. They've been in the dark, they've been in the fear, they've been left in the cold. So there's good reason why if you're the person who wasn't initially giving, there's good reason why this person is not going to feel all that safe with you. And you're going to have to deal with that. Queen of Swords. I'm just getting that there has to be there has to be a willingness to be absolutely clear. There has to be a willing like if you're not completely just with this person, or this person isn't completely just with you, then your balancing process isn't going to work out. Because there's a need to act with integrity. Love Forecast 2021. Celebration. So just know that like the seed has been planted for this joy, this celebration, like this balanced union. But no, if you haven't been investing in the other person, they have every right to not be okay with you right now. And the other way around, if you are somebody that's, you have a really good reason to not feel completely okay with this other person, you may have to figure out how to forgive them. Not based off of like you should just forgive them to forgive them, but so that you can get your ultimate payoff. Some of you, this is a very significant connection, but yes, I can see that you absolutely, in 2021, you guys can come together. But there is a need for that balance. And if somebody did you wrong, it doesn't mean that you should do them wrong. because then you're not going to get that balance. And if you were not doing the right thing, then yeah, you're going to have to redeem yourself. You really will. And that's part of the balancing process. Yeah, I'm getting that somebody really was very cold and very cold to the person that they should have been warm to. And it is time for this connection to come together in a healthy way. Yeah, I'm getting that there's a lot of twin flames in this pile because you guys are bound whether or not you choose to be in each other's life, you have this connection. Now, some of you may be soulmates, but this is, you haven't had the easiest time together. But you have this bond, and you have this bond that's not going away. And there is going to be a need to work together with each other. There isn't going to be a need to, it's like you're stuck in this connection. Maybe you could just make things work. So with the turtle, was somebody really slow in this connection? I feel like somebody was very defensive in this connection. Maybe somebody felt like that they were going to be able to not let this connection in. Problem is like this connection is, going to be there whether or not. And I feel like maybe the person again, this turnaround of the person that didn't give from their heart space is going to realize that they need to give heavily from their heart space. Um, but it's gonna, it's gonna be a balancing act, and both of you need to cooperate for that to happen. Now, you can't do anything about the other person so much as like if you're coming back and you weren't generous, so you can pour out that love and affection, be the kind of person that you should have been, and that'll help bring balance into this connection. But just remembering like you will have a passionate new beginning. Like there is going to be this new beginning, but there is a need to drop the burdens so that you can have this new beginning. So thank you. Some of you are going to come into union. Um, but I should note that you're not going to come into union if you're being petty. So there's still that, like there is an ability to make things work out. I am not telling you to bend backwards, for bend over backwards for this, this person if they didn't do right by you. But I am saying that if they start doing right by you, then this is one of those things where things are going to come into fruition. So make sure that this person is being right. But other than that, I just thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Happy New Year to you all. Thank you for booking readings, for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, helping me build my channel. I really appreciate it, and thank you. Now we're gonna move on to our gorgeous, talented, abundant pile number fours. Hello, pile number fours. Oh, my handwriting is beautiful in a completely unironic way. Anyways, uh, so pile number four, Love Forecast 2021. 10 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Okay, what I'm getting is like in your love life, you're going to be dropping, you know, you're going to be dropping connections that don't cooperate with you. And I feel like you're going to have to take some time to see things differently. And you're going to have some time where you're going to be building up yourself by yourself. Like you're going to be cutting out the people. I'm getting like you're going to you're going to have to cut the people who make things hard for you. Like those are people that you need to let go of, and you need to take some time so you can see things in a different way, and take some time to develop yourself. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Um, a lot of your love life this coming year is going to be about you having proper boundaries. You being the person who knows your value and knows what you want and has proper boundaries and cuts off the situations that don't work. Love forecast 2021. So you may have to, especially with cutting out these situations that don't serve you, there's going to be some heartbreak. Love forecast 2021. Well, what you should know is you are going to be able to move forward onto calmer waters. You are going, you're gonna be okay. Love forecast 2021. All right. Just know that you needed to cut out the relationships that didn't serve you so that you can start bringing in the situations and relationships that give to you like you deserve to receive. Like you, sorry, I'm getting things, everywhere. So yeah, if there's anybody in your life that doesn't want, like you just can't make things work no matter how hard you try, it's gonna end. It's gonna be painful. You're gonna be okay, and you ending that painful situation is gonna lead you to more self-value, better boundaries, and relationships that actually can be healthy. Love forecast 2021. Page of Swords. It's a very important thing for you to really pay attention to people, to really observe people, to really be willing to, like, if they show you that they're bad, you have to accept it. That doesn't mean that they're even a horrible person. They may just be bad for you, but like if they, yeah, because you're here to break out of negative cycles into brand new existence where you're a lot happier, where you have these good boundaries, where you're only ever going to entertain because you know that you have value. You're only going to entertain people who bring something to the table. But to do that, you need to let go of maybe anybody that you have any obsessive feelings towards. You need to let go of any situation that hurts you. Like you may get a payoff from the situation. There may be a lot of There may be a lot of passion in the situation, but you need to move away from situations that are unhealthy. And you are going to be able to break that in the next year. You're going to, like, the kind of relationships that you've had and the kind of relationships that you will bring in are going to be completely different, because what you're willing to accept is going to be completely different. Seven of Pentacles. Is it that you put a lot of investment into bad situations? Okay, you know, one of the reasons why it's going to be hard for you to move away from some bad situations is because you put a lot of investment in it. Just know that your investment can pay off. It just can't pay off with that person. Like, you're going to have people who are worth the investment, but sometimes you have to cut your losses. Again, you have to cut your losses. Because I feel like, you know, some of you may really be in a very tempestuous kind of thing. And that's not where your happiness is going to lie. But you do feel this bind, like you feel bound to it. And part of that feeling bound to it is because the energy and the effort you already put in. You can keep putting your energy and effort into something that's never going to pay off, or you can instead decide to take action on getting the love that you want. But we can't ever make somebody be the right person for us. We can only be willing to cut out the people who don't deserve us, because if they treat us badly, they're incapable of deserving us. I don't care if they look so much better on paper, in their face, you know, if they treat you badly, they are not worth your time. Transformation. Yeah, you're going to go through a transformation of what you're going to accept. Of this, you know, I feel like initially you're going to have to spend some time alone. You're going to have to spend some time alone. Don't worry, you're not going to stay alone. But what it is going to do is put you in the right mind frame so that you attract the people or this particular person that is just going to pour love into you, and you're going to be, because you did the work, you're going to be able to pour love into them. Fire. Passion is very important to you. Um, but don't confuse dysfunction for passion. So just know it's you're still going to have like this passion in your in the relationship you bring in, and it's just, you're just actually going to be happy. But if you have this issue where you're like, well, it's so much more passionate when these things maybe don't work out, like if you've been putting your energy towards the bad boy or girl, or however you identify, stop. You're confusing, you know, dysfunction for passion, and they're not the same things. So you're going to find a relationship that there's a strong bond and you can actually really work together. And because you're going to invest in somebody that invests in you, it's going to lead to a lot of happiness. With this rebirth charm, Like I'm getting, again, your transformation, like your internal transformation is going to start bringing in, like, you're going to have to spend some time right before you start transforming your life and the people that you choose and all that. You're going to have to take a real inventory of yourself, because to break the patterns that you have with other people in relationships, you're going to have to break down the choices that you made and why you make those choices, and make the transformation so that that you're moving on from the bad and only choosing the really joyful. So with the pearl is about, the pearl is dealing with something rough and then making it into something beautiful. So know that, the decisions, like, you may have dealt with rough situations, you may have dealt with unhealthy situations. The devil did come out twice. But you will be able to transform not the other person, but yourself. And you transforming yourself is going to bring so much more value to yourself into your life. But yeah, I keep on getting this judgment vibe. You are actively being given signs, given information, like spirit is actively trying to, like, work on your spiritual awareness. Like they're trying to give you downloads and messages because they know that you can transform what you experience. With the star, like these two stars and they're close together, like there's reason for you to have this hope, this wish, this belief that there's going to be wish fulfillment in a relationship with you, because there is. But I'm getting like you can't make the same choices and expect different results. Your internal transformation is going to be critical to this. This is about nurturing, and I'm getting like you need to choose situations that nurture you. So I want to say thank you. Happy New Year's. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you guys helping me build my channel, being kind, you know, booking readings, liking, sharing, subscribing, all of that, because, it's helping me build up so that I can, continue to help all of you. And thank you. If you do want a free reading, I'm going to give away two as soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers. So just make sure that you're subscribed and you comment. And Happy New Year again.